No gimmicks, no sale pitches. You can do all of this for free. I am 40 years old, and until a few weeks ago, I had no idea how painful plantar fasciitis is. Now, I'm not a physio, so please don't sue me if you copy what I did and you hurt yourself. But I want to share with you my experience and tell you how I got rid of plantar fasciitis in 7 days. So around 7 weeks ago, I upped my mileage on my running and started feeling a little bit of pain in my heel and in the bottom of my foot. Then I played basketball for the first time in 4 years, and oh my God. Within an hour of playing basketball, it felt like Eddie Hall had got a hammer and smashed the bottom of my heel with it. And then the following 7 days, the pain in my heel was unbearable. I could barely walk on it. It got to the point where I didn't even think it was plantar fasciitis. I thought I'd broken my heel bone. So I totally rested it for a week, mainly because I couldn't do anything on it anyway. After a week, it was no better. So I watched around 25,000 YouTube videos of people giving me advice. And I tried rolling the bottom of my foot on a ball. I tried the kinesiology tape around my foot and my calf put on by a physio. I tried some different stretches and I tried shockwave therapy. All of those things gave me some relief, but it still hurt to run. And mainly my pain was the worst in the mornings and directly after I'd been for a run. I will say as well, I went for an ultrasound and an x-ray just to rule out anything else. And they did confirm that I did have plantar fasciitis. I had a thickening of the fascia in my foot. So I opted to go for my own advice, derived from no real substance whatsoever. I just like to think I'm pretty in tune with my own body, so I went with what felt right and what I felt I wanted to do. But ultimately, I decided I wanted to make my plantar fascia the strongest and most supple in the whole world. So there are 7 things that I did, not always in the same order, and I'm not entirely sure if a certain particular thing helped more than the other. I just did these 7 things for 7 days, and I'm now totally pain-free. So much so that I went for my first run yesterday. I did a 2K warm-up. I did 6 lots of 400-meter intervals and a 2-kilometer cool down. Go check out my Strava if you don't believe me. And afterwards, I was expecting to feel something. And that was 24 hours ago, and I still don't feel anything. Here are the 7 things that I did. So number 1, simple stretch and flex. I did this 20 times. Number 2, circles, 20 one way, 20 the other. Number 3, calf stretching, different variations from the classic calf stretch to up against a wall and to off a step. Holding each stretch for 20 to 30 seconds. In between doing the different calf stretches, I would stretch my toes back like that, holding for 20 to 30 seconds before moving on to the next calf stretch. Number 4 was calf raises, weighted calf raises. I did these at the gym, the machine where you put the pads on your shoulders, add the weight, and then you do the calf raises like that. I did this really heavy, 3 sets of 10. Number 5, I would alternate between heat and cold. So I would sit with my foot on a hot water bottle, right on the bottom of my foot, just let my foot rest on it for 10 to 15 minutes, get the fascia really warm. And I'd also have an ice pack on my foot as well, again for about 10 minutes. Now I did stupidly at one point put the ice pack directly onto my skin and I ended up giving myself an ice burn. So definitely put a barrier between the ice pack and your skin. So the next two I think are the ones that gave me the most relief. Number 7, I found 3 trigger points in my foot. First one was here, the second one was here, and the third one was directly above my heel, here. I started using a massage gun on those 3 areas. And I would press until the pain was about an 8 out of 10. And I'd count to about 20 seconds, sometimes holding it in that area. And then I'd move on to the next area. Again, 20 seconds, like that. And I would do that. And I would do that 3 times. So in total, just a minute on each area. Once it felt fairly comfortable with this attachment, I changed it to this attachment. But again, building up to about an 8 out of 10 pain threshold. Sometimes if I wasn't at home, I wouldn't use the gun. I would use Tiger Balm and I would just massage with my thumb each area with Tiger Balm. And you could really feel the trigger points on each area, massaging again for about 20 seconds, 3 times on each area. So number 7, I would do some self-manipulation. This would give me great relief and occasionally it would actually crack. So I'd push my foot and twist it that way, which would crack it. And I'd also do it the other way, holding for a few seconds or until a crack. And then gently pull on each toe. They would often crack. And that would give me really good relief. So they're the 7 things that worked for me. Maybe those things were absolute rubbish and I was just lucky. They're the 7 things that I'd do again if my plantar fasciitis came back. Let me know in the comments below what stuff you have tried, and feel free to share with me what sort of pain you can relate plantar fasciitis to. Because I'm not saying it's worse than childbirth, but hit the like button if this has been interesting to you. And I have no idea if I have more videos to come, but feel free to subscribe anyway.